All right, let's talk about one of the bartender's favorite skills, the free pour. That's right, no jiggers, no fancy measuring tools, just you, the bottle, and a steady hand. There are two main ways to free pour: eyeballing, which is all about sight, and counting, which is all about rhythm. Counting is more accurate, and unless you're a mind-reading wizard, you're going to need that rhythm. Here's the trick. Grab a shot glass or a jigger, make sure the fill line is marked at 1 ounce. Start pouring into a separate cup while counting out loud, 1,000, 2 1,000, and so on. A 1 ounce pour usually hits at around a 4 count. Half ounce, 2 count. 2 ounces, 8 count. If your pour is short, slow down. Too heavy? Pick up the pace. It's simple math. It's drunk people math. Let's dial in your pour. Hold the bottle by the neck, never the body, and keep your index finger on the spout for balance. Tilt it just enough to let the liquor flow smooth and even. Too flat, it'll dribble. Too high, and the pour breaks, starts chugging out in bursts. You want a steady stream, not a stutter. The key to free pouring is consistency. You're not guessing. You're training your muscle memory. Once you get your rhythm, it's like riding a bike. If your bike could get people hammered. So grab a bottle, start practicing your counts, and before long, you'll be free pouring like a pro. Smooth, fast, and confident. Remember, accuracy first, showmanship second, because flair means nothing if your pour is a mess. All right, let's talk garnishes, the jewelry of the cocktail world. They don't just make drinks look pretty, they finish the story of what's in the glass. Every bar needs the basics: limes, lemons, oranges, cherries, olives, onions, and yep, fresh mint. These are your frontline soldiers. Limes for margaritas, lemons for sours, oranges for old fashions, cherries for that sweet pop of color, olives or onions for your martinis, and mint for those mojitos, juleps, or anything that needs a fresh kick. Now let's talk cuts, because how you slice it changes everything. For wedges, start by cutting the fruit in half lengthwise, stem to tip. Now take each half and make a small slit across the top of the pulp side, just deep enough to reach the center, and make sure it's opposite the fruit's center line, not along it. That's what lets your wedge hook perfectly onto the rim of a glass. Then slice each half into 3 or 4 equal pieces. Because you made the slit first, every wedge will rest cleanly on the glass. Snug, not floppy. And remember, don't cut through the peel. For wheels, start by making a single slit along the fruit center line, from one end toward the core, about halfway through. That slit will carry through each slice when you cut, giving every wheel a perfect notch to hang on the rim. Now, keeping the fruit whole, slice straight across into thin circular pieces, about a 1/4 inch thick. It's cleaner, faster, and every wheel will sit evenly on your glass. And for half wheels, just take those wheels and slice them right down the middle. They balance beautifully without taking over the glass. Classy and functional. Orange and lemon twists are all about aroma. Peel it, roll it tight, and give it a little snap to release the oils right over the glass. That's your wow moment. Flags? Classic move. A cherry and an orange slice on a cocktail pick. Perfect for a whiskey sour or Shirley Temple. Brings color, height, and balance to the drink. And now the martini family. Never forget the garnishes that define them. The classic martini wears an olive, smooth and salty, but swap that olive for a pearl onion, and congratulations. You've got yourself a Gibson. 2 simple garnishes, 2 totally different vibes. And let's not forget mint. It's not just decoration. Always use fresh sprigs and give it a light smack before adding it to your drink. That wakes up the oils and makes your cocktail smell like summer in a glass. Quick note, not every garnish is meant to be eaten. Some are just there for style: umbrellas, pineapple leaves, flaming peels, or anything still on fire. So remember, don't eat the decorations. Nobody wants to see you chewing on paper. So keep your fruit fresh, your cuts clean, and your garnishes on point. Because a cocktail without a garnish is like a bartender without charm. Technically fine, but missing the magic.